Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Star Wars Black Series action figure of CAD Bane. This Black Series figure is the most I've been excited for a new Black Series figure in a while. In fact, this whole wave with the Incinerator Trooper and the Armorer and like Andor, Luke Han, and Leia is just a great wave. And this figure didn't disappoint. This is the most excited I've been about a new Black Series figure in hand for quite a while. This sculpt and the detail in this, the design of everything, it's freaking great. First of all, the usual things that I like the wash going over the gray of the pants, so you get this sort of lighter weathering effect. Looks really, really great. The surface of his brown leather coat looks great as far as the sculpt goes. Same thing with his little shirt vest, whatever, underneath. The little silver paint on the little tops of these little things, the little edges of the coat, the details on his gauntlets, it's just super good work. I love the surface detail of his coat and the way it flares, the way it hangs. I don't like soft goods, I like sculpted cloth goods. And this cloth reads good as far as, you know, his leather jacket. Also, nice little detail of his little rocket boots. You know, there's a lot of little knickknacks attached to him that don't screw up the articulation and the general sculpt of things. The articulation on this is pretty solid, considering he has like little tubes, you know, by his elbows. But the elbow joints move nicely. There's a rotate there at the bicep. There is a thigh cut under the edge of this like giant boot right there. Yeah, the holsters aren't attached to anything. The ankle joints are nice. We have a swiveling. There goes his hat. His hat does come off. Yeah, we have a nice hinge and swivel at the knee. I don't like talking about articulation too much. I think it's tedious. There is a nice ball joint. There isn't. The ball joint is your swivel right at the ribs. What I do find the most interesting in this is his head, because the neck joint, there is like a joint inside, you know, the top of the head. That's standard, you know, the ball joint at the top. But this other joint, like a ball joint at the bottom of the neck, that's like built into his outfit. That's interesting. That's nifty. Also, the fact that he's got his little breathing tubes, and those aren't attached to anything, so he isn't. His head isn't restricted. The shoulder joint appears to be the standard ball joint. I don't see the additional. Oh, there is an additional. It's hard to see in this lighting, but there is an additional hinge that goes side to side that they've started doing with a lot of the newer Hasbro Black Series figures. This head, though, let's look at this head for a moment and just appreciate how perfect the design is of his head as a sculpt. That sneer for a mouth. The eye paint is good. The ridge of his eyes look great. You know, the lighting really does wash it out a bit, but it's a solid design. The wrinkling right above his eyebrow, like forehead area, is great. So yeah. Also, the hat looks really dope on his head. There you go. I think it looks cool. It's made of like a softer kind of rubbery material. But yeah, looks great. He comes with two blasters. They're identical, like his dual blasters. I do like that there's a little bit of like just light texturing there, a little ribbing on the side of the blaster holder, so that's cool. The blasters fit quite easily into his holster or into his hands. The finger fits into the trigger area quite nicely. It is worth noting that this is the regular release. There is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive version that has fancier packaging and comes with Toto 360 for $29.99. That sold out and then was restocked and then sold out and was restocked on the Hasbro Pulse website. I'm totally fine with this regular release. It is worth noting that the wrist joints hinge up and down and not side to side. When it comes to characters, design is so important, and CAD Bane to me has always been such an awesome looking character, and this figure really honors that design. I mean, it creates quite a silhouette, just like standing here on the tabletop with the coat, with the gun accessories. I freaking love this figure. I think the only nitpick, if I had, and it's such a minor nitpick, but his little satchel, it's like a really solid little plastic strap, and it tends to slide off his shoulders a lot. I don't know, I'm just constantly having to pick it up because anytime you move him, it slides right off. But it does look good. This whole figure looks really good. It's one of my favorite Black Series figures. There's so much detail. The colors, the paint, it's so well applied. He's so cool looking. especially with that bonus neck tilt at the base of the neck, you can get his head in some really kind of cool positions. I think this figure looks freaking rad. I love it. That's my review. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want, you could subscribe to me on the channel. You can like this video. You can let me know in the comments below what you think of this. And here are the links to my social media.